my idea for my two weapons. But we'll see. Because it might still work for PvE, because I am taking more AoE.
I'm still thinking.
And
I'm
single
still
target.
wondering if like the or what is it, the rapier or whatever you say it.
Rapier, yeah.
Yeah, and the musket would be any good at all. Even if you have to aim, but if I'm like a person that, and if I'm in a group, if I'm PvP in a group, just attack from a distance while they're focused on everyone else.
Yeah.
And if they do get
the
close
range
to me,
still has its.
I could like do the whatever the picking over time.
Do you
attacks
remember? Do you remember how rogues fought in World of Warcraft,
a little bit.
where they would jump all around you and like go behind? Some warriors did that too, but they would go crazy and they would move everywhere and they would go behind you and go back in front of you and go on the side of you just over and over.
I remember warriors doing that so much. It felt like.
That's going to be magnified in this game. In PvP, like everybody's going to do that to lose, so you lose sight of them. But the difference is in that game they did that because you couldn't do a move on somebody if they went behind you.
Yeah.
That was the way of getting away from their shots. But now you don't even have to worry about just getting behind them. You can get on the sides of them. You get on the sides of them and they miss their shot too. So everybody's just going to be jumping around like crazy and moving everywhere. And speed buffs are going to be really important, so you can like really just move around. That's what I think anyway. You can't move like you can in WoW though. That's one thing. Because if you move around in this game, it's a little what's that word? Wonky, not wonky. It's a little rugged.
Yeah. It's more stiff compared to the...
Yeah, you can't like press back and go the same speed as you can forward. But what I think though is I don't think people are going to be strafing. Well, actually, strafing's not that bad. Strafing won't. Not the way, because when you strafe, you have to hold forward. I'm practicing right now. You have to hold forward too. If you just strafe left, it's too slow. But if you hold down W, and then you just move your cursor around everywhere, you can get kind of that same like craziness of movement. I'm... And the slower your frames are, the more you want to melee. Luckily, I'm used to playing shooters. Maybe that's why I should do the ranged. I don't know about doing ranged with a ranged.
Yeah, I don't know.
That might be not.
I feel it's really needed to be range. If you do range with some kind of melee, just in case.
Yeah. And my whole thing was I was going to go bow with healing staff, which, like, yeah, you're healing, but at the same time, I got no melee with it whatsoever. If I want to attack with a healer, it's still ranged.
Yeah.
But of course, there are some ranged moves that are like Cone of Fire and AoE and like other things. So not everything is direct like shots, but still, your basic attacks always are. What's the range in this game? Like the max, like I can arrow something. Ah, it went right through it again. Maybe it's just this mob, I hope. Maybe that won't happen to other things. Yeah, I don't know about this. Also, I'm not sure how I feel about the bow needing arrows. Because it's like another disadvantage over melee. Because melee doesn't have to worry about that. Like, yeah, you got to worry about your weapon, but you got to worry about your bow too. So it's like no difference there. Oh, I wish the aiming was a little bit more forgiving though. Like you just get kind of close to them and it still hits them.
But one of my favorite things to do over just regular cooking is making my peppers and
Yeah.
that's just something I really enjoyed. I want to also make different kind of salsas. Hi, bunny.
Also, your arrows should just auto-equip. You have none, like, on your back. Auto-equip it if it's in your inventory. That's gonna get some people killed in PvP. Forgetting that.
Away with you, ghost. You'll say name? Ah, yes. What people used to win times. Did you hear that? What fools these mortals be, wrote Seneca. Immortals in this case. But those fools are gone. Forgotten. Perhaps the stones remember. Try there. Just go. The fish and I are discussing literature.
And while I'm leveling, I think I'm gonna do harvesting and skinning.
I think I, of course, can't remember. I think for certain armor stuff, I might need uh leather. So I might have to do. I know I need iron and all that for the heavier gear. So I know I'm going to have to do mining also.
I think you need it for like the light stuff. Skinning.
And for my own personal, if I do like musket and other weapon, I most likely will go light.
Go what? Sorry, my game's too loud.
I'll just say I most likely would go light armor, so I have a damage buff.
Yeah. And movability.
Yeah, movability, damage buffs, and just try to just stay away from everybody. I'm just curious, of what zone you just happen to be.
Me?
Yeah,
Hold on, I'm skinning something.
all good.
Map. I am in the, how do you say it? The Monarch Bluffs.
Okay, I am on the edge of that right now. At the between Monarch Bar, the Buffs, Wind Sword. I have markers on it, so I can't really see it. I think it's ones.
Should change my map key. I can't remember that it's that button.
What's your map key?
I haven't. B.
Mine's
I don't know why it's C. I didn't change it to C. Even before, I never changed it to C because I'm used to M being map in pretty much every game I play.
Yeah. Yeah, let's turn in all the way down at first. Oh, if I feel like going down. Kind of wanna, even if we don't party, I kind of wanna find you just to see what you look like.
You can see my picture.
Okay.
If we group, you see my picture.
True.
I just now put on new armor. I'm still around the noob area, even though I've leveled past it. Mainly because I was testing weapons and like things like that. Okay, so now I gotta study the melee classes more.
I'm going to first light quest. Oh, actually, I should travel here just to pick up that fast.
That's XP.
What am I stuck on?
I mean, I'm still good at range because I'm used to shooters, so I might, I don't know. I'd have to test it in actual PvP. Okay, so I don't really understand the gear score. Because, like, I have a plate, breastplate here is what it's called.
Yeah.
And it's got, okay, mine has 38 armor rating against elemental and 51 armor rating against physical. It's higher in both elemental and physical, this new one, except it's got a lower gear score. It's a red. What does gear score do then? If the armor...
Hello.
Yeah, I don't understand because is gear score just guessing, like if it's better for you? I mean, this one is a heavy compared to what I'm wearing as a medium, but that shouldn't give it a lower gear score, right? Maybe the armor is just better because it is a heavy. So it's telling me the armor is not, the extra armor rating is not good enough compared to losing what I'm losing with speed and everything. That might be it.
Okay, thank you. That's tricky.
Any target self. Any target self? Target self, left control. Oh, I have to hold control. Oh, yeah, that's an ox. I'm gonna have to change the Q button. 'Cause I want to heal myself, but I have to hold control and press Q at the same time to heal myself with this move. I'll change that to my mouse key. I can do that. No, I don't even know if I want it to be control though. I missed so much. And they're really forgiving with that fall damage.
Okay, time to get my melee out. The wolves are missing me. Do I have to get up? I think that's the highest it goes right there. Sorry about that. Yeah, my chair though, when I put it up more, my feet dangle from it.
Funny.
Like the lowest setting is like the perfect point for me.
Feel like the little kid in a big boy chair.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like my chair's low setting is pretty much the other chair's high setting. Actually, it's still higher than the other chair's high setting. Its low is still higher. Once I discovered this place, turning the quest on where I want to try to do some.
What level are you?
13.
I was kind of looking at the hatchet before. The hatchet looks kind of interesting. But like, I don't know. I do kind of want to pick some weapons that are good for leveling because I want to hit like max level pretty quick still.
Yeah.
And then focus on PvP, but I don't want to like, oh, it's difficult. Like, I want a PvP on the way.
Let's go skin the type.
I think they're also planning to add more weapons too in the future.
That'd be nice. I'm really curious about when the game's released, what kind of updates they're gonna have before the game actually fully released. Oh, here's a big update.
I wonder if they will.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering about.
Maybe. They definitely will have a big one after like the first month of a whole bunch of bug fixes. But the MMOs usually do, but let's see. What would be the equivalent in this game to like a Warlock dot spec? Would that be the rapier? It's not ranged, but you can put on bleed.
Oh, sorry about that. It'll secure you.
You know, as a healer, as a pure healer, I might focus my spec on keeping melee off of me. I think that's the biggest key to being like defensive.
Yeah.
You can keep melee off of you. You can also keep the ranged off of you pretty well with skill. I kind of think Life Staff plus Ice Gauntlet might be really strong. The Ice Gauntlet, you can slow down people, you can root people into the ground. Knock people back. And it's kind of cool because it's ranged, but it has this, the very first move is Ice Pylon. You place an Ice Pylon that fires ice projectiles, dealing 50% weapon damage at enemies. So that's auto aim at people. As long as they're within range of it. That's actually kind of cool. That's like the one thing that is like auto, I think. Might be a couple other auto type things. And then its second move is an AoE, so that you don't have to worry about aiming with that too much either. And then the third move is the entombs, where you put yourself entomb yourself in ice for defense.
Oh, I almost went for myself.
But of course, that's a pure healer build, because I think if you took Ice Gauntlet Builder with a healer spec, then you're not going to be doing much damage. You have to rely on your team doing the damage.
Yeah.
But you'll be a top of the line healer that is as close to as untouchable as you can get, I think. I'm pretty sure like this might be the best defensive. You just don't have too much offensive capability. You have your Ice Pylon though that you can put down and auto fire projectiles at people while you're healing. So you can just put it down and then not worry about it. You do have some DPS. But yeah, that's not a good spec for leveling at all. That's like the worst spec for leveling. That's an in-game spec right there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to always be grouped with people for that to work.
I'm like, bitch.
Okay, so I'm probably gonna give up the bow. Can I go maybe a little bit more with it? Maybe I'll go a little bit more with it. SD. Attribute points. I don't know. Don't know anymore. We gotta go.
What happened?
What are you spec right now? Weapons.
Bow and here.
How do you like the spear? Because I like the idea that it has a longer range.
I actually like the feel of it. I like the spear.
It looks good for, possibly good for PvP. Just because, like, it has a longer range, so, like, you don't have to be as close as the other melee weapons.
Oh man, I'm actually
Try to use that to your advantage.
I was actually getting good hit on my bow from long range.
What's the
Of course, I was
great
on
for?
it.
Oh,
The hatchet looks kind of good, too, because you can throw it. If you need to. But... Eventually, we should have, like, specs for every weapon that we can think of. So, like, we can just go out and be like, I'm gonna try a bow today. And we'll be rich in this game, so 2,000 gold, I'm already at max.
haha, you got.
I got max money, I got money to blow. Hopefully they raise the max. Or maybe, like, you'll probably unlock things to raise your max or something. Money that you can earn. Well, I guess if you're at max money, put the rest of your money, and if you're still selling things and that money's going to waste, put it into the guild.
Yeah, I've been on my way to the city. I've been seeing green guys, multiple green flags. I'm going to have green people to fight.
Oh, boy.
Is the musket kind of the same as the bow, the way it fires?
It's unfortunate I can't remember now since I haven't used the musket in a little while now. I've been using the bow for too long and I need to get my hands on a musket.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's a move in Sharpshooter called Shooter Stance. And it says players enter a shooting aim stance to enhance shooting performance. Shots deal 100% weapon damage. While in stance, mobility is reduced to 0 and reload time is reduced by 75%. That can be kind of dangerous in PvP though, fighting against melee. I don't know about that. Sharpshooter sounds more like a large group spec. Not something to really have if you're solo or, you know, in a group of 2 or something. Because if they charge you, you're done for.
remember this town being here on the first day.
Guys, in the first bit, I saw someone go to the a town that I was at. I was like, oh, I remember that.
Okay. Just made some sausages.
Hello there. Welcome to Fahi Better. I heard he's had an influx of new arrivals. You've become a real regular around here, haven't you? Hope this place is starting to feel like home. Say though, are you more of a townie? Or do you venture out into the great beyond?
Oh.
A turkey. Stupid turkey, come back. Is it like hit scan or do you gotta lead your shots?
Do you think you gotta lead it a little?
Kind of feels like I had to lead it a little bit. But I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I just missed. It takes so long just to pick some cranberries.
Pretty cool.
It took that long just to get 3 cranberries. This guy's name is Bezos' wife. Uh-oh. I'm in trouble. No, I'm gonna die. I got attacked by a whole bunch of things.
Well, now, that was quicker than I expected. Of course not, but perhaps no problem. Now that you've caught a glimpse of First Light, I hope you still feel loyal to Marnock's Bluffs. The Regent's Rise is always ready to roll out the finest cargo for you.
Forgot I can auto run.
Before I go into a fight.
Well, which tree did you take for that weapon?
For the bow? Or
Yeah. Well,
so now I'm testing. Right now, I'm actually testing out.
I'm testing out Skirmisher. But I've only just started in it.
I didn't get really that far on the bow. I've been actually using my a lot more. I got my spear to 7. My bow, I think it's 3. No, it's a 4.
I don't know how I feel about the first move. I'm not sure how to aim it properly. Well, I wonder if this always shoots in the same exact spot, or if it does kind of auto aim a little bit. This sounds laggy. People's names.
What?
Oh, great name. This guy's name is great name.
Great name.
Great name, great name. Guy's name is Super Scientist. I at least want to, what is it, 20, 25? I want to get the 20 or 25 so I can test out like the player housing. Man, if the towns tell me anything about how like PvP is gonna be, it's kind of laggy in the towns. I can only imagine trying to play like a range class with this lagginess.
That should be plenty of arrows.
This town looks different. Like there's more detail or something.
I'm in Central. Console at the end.
I was just, I'm at the area. I see you. Taking a bath. I haven't tested out like what I can do. Can't do slash sleep. Okay. I'm prone, I know that. Slash lay? No. Prone's gonna be the only one. I know I can slash dance. Oh yeah, that, wait. Paper, rock, scissors was part of the special edition. What's the, how do I do that? Where's like the, is it like a menu for that
Yeah,
sort
if
of
you
thing?
push P, you can.
Oh, I changed mine. P is
Okay.
is to one of my mouse buttons.
Not sure. But yeah, there is a button for it. I don't see. Look at the emotes. Right. I see, yeah, premium emotes.
It's gotta be in my menu somewhere too, right?
Fit,
Like,
flex, tell someone to go, or wave, thumbs up, and
what is that menu called?
called emotes.
I don't see it in my settings. Wait, it says life staff combat. Exit auto target. What does that mean? Wait, I can do that? Wait a minute, hold on, I'm gonna test this. Or is that just for healing? But it says like attack, not like.
So I will follow you, but I'm also unable.
I don't understand how I would switch though. Like, mouse. Where are the creatures at? Like, over here. Like, how would I even? There's more trees and bushes that I remember.
It looks more full.
But I remember running out here. I'm killing everything. Literally killing everything. don't know how to do it. I don't. Oh, I think I pressed mouse in. Wait. I can do it. I can do that for you.
Oh, my mouse and my mouse wheel is to like do a click mark.
Wait, yeah. Why am I targeting that guy way over there and I can't seem to target you? Why can't I target you with? I can't mouse wheel it. I think that's. Yeah, I think that's like. I don't get it. I'm healing him. I don't know how to switch it off of him.
I wonder if you can't because I'm flagged.
Oh, maybe. I thought I saw you at first. Oh, maybe because maybe.
Because over there, closer to the city,
Oh.
it's in protective limit.
You're like an enemy to me. Well, not really because I'm not faction aligned, but it still treats it kind of like you are. Your name is red. Okay. So that's how you do it. So you have to turn it on. Oh. But the thing is, I don't. There's not an attack version, even though they call it an attack version. Because it's literally under life staff combat, and then it says auto target. But yeah, it does say specifically life staff, so nothing about other classes.
Still gonna fight fast.
I need to change that key though.
Oh, wrong button. Switch. I was too stuck in my bow. Okay, I'm gonna die. I got stuck on my bow. It wouldn't let me switch off of it. Oh, my knee hurts.
I gotta switch some keys around for sure. For the heat, I don't like mouse wheel in for the life staff thing because it's also the same button to create a marker, and for some reason the life staff auto thing keeps unselecting, and I don't know why. Anyway, what was I doing? Oh, I was looking for the emotes. Oh, emotes is... That's a weird button. It's next to my enter button. Oh, okay, I found it. Sit, flex, go.
I think the guy I fought was at 18.
He's a TTV also.
Only if I didn't miss my shots. Shots.
I'm not feeling the bow. I don't know.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, now I'm at it. Arrow.
Cool, friendly. He got just basically.
What looks like the more packed groups right now? Actions, I mean.
Alright, I've seen a lot of green and I've seen a lot of purple throughout my travels. There's of course yellows too, but I see more purples and greens.
What's the name of the yellow?
I forget that. Which is the green and which is the yellow. I'm having problems remembering the other name. Okay, I clicked to change. I'm not actually going to change factions, but I clicked change. Or Marauders, they're green, and Covenant is yellow.
Okay. Kind of like the aesthetic of the Marauders. I think they're the ones that are supposed to be. They kind of remind me of the Empire in a way. Like they got all like the soldiers and like the big old armies, but kind of like the Empire, I guess. But like story-wise, I don't really care too much. I kind of just want to be like whatever helps PvP the best. Dang, this is laggy in here.
Oh, my arm. Is that good? Guys were just. Watch a friendly.
Okay, so what happens if you mix gear like light and heavy? Like if you wear a heavy headwear, but like light chest.
I do know there's a bar on this side. I think like depending on how much of that goes up, so like depending on how much it'll slow you down or whatever.
Is it based off like a percentage, or do you have to go past a certain amount to see the difference?
Yeah. There's like a I'm at 13.9 and I'm wearing light gear, and it goes up to 50. Below the 15 mark.
Where's it at?
When you're looking at your character or what he's wearing,
Yeah.
there's a bar right next to it, and it has numbers right next to all the clothing part.
Oh, okay, I see. I'm in the medium range. So like I can put, if I have space left, I could be like, oh, I could put a heavy helm. And
Heavy
get all the way to
this and
29.
medium
What I-
these or what?
So I feel like, okay, so like if I'm at a 29, I'm a medium, but if I'm at a 30, I'm right above that, then I'm suddenly at heavy, right?
Yeah, it's
Or does it work like,
I think you might could be considered like the beginning of the heavy, but I'm not exactly sure.
I gotta figure that out, because I wonder if, like, for an example, is there a difference between a 16, like right above medium, and then a 29 right below a heavy? Is there a difference between the two, or do you have to be above that little bar? I'm not gonna wear that, because that's... I wouldn't want to live in this town. So there's instance housing and like world housing, right?
Yeah, I believe it's seen. I think it's seen. Can't remember.
Trading posts are going for.
Wait, sorry, you said something to me?
Oh no, I just said I'm seeing what the trading posts, the stuff is going for on the trading posts.
I was chopping wood.
All crappy stuff right now anyway, because no one's really a high level.
Yeah, blue bows. I can't. No, get a couple more levels.
I heard they changed everything to be like bind on equip or bind to
Yeah.
character. Which is good. I think that's the way it should be. Just make it easier for people to see if you can trade it or not trade it. And I was reading a thing that said that they are trying to make it where the crafters can craft either as good of equipment as you can get on the field or better. Not the other way around, which I really like.
Yeah, I would like to make good, like better equipment, better armor.
But they also said though that at end game that if your gear is slightly worse than somebody else's, it still should be down to skill. over your equipment, which is good still too. But
Yeah.
like you still want that that extra little, you know, boost.
Yeah, that little extra would help a little.
You can have a really close fight with somebody, and that could be the factor. Or fighting multiple people at once or something, and you just need something to help you along the way. I'm glad consumables is in its own category because that's how I was thinking it. I was thinking of it not as like doing a cooking class. I just want to like sell consumables. But there's consumables for multiple professions. I kind of want to sell multiple profession consumables. I put bait under consumables. There's no housing decorations up on the market. Huh, I wonder if that's, like... I wonder if the regular game's gonna go that way too. Maybe it's smart to, like, everybody else is taking all this other stuff because not too many people are worried about housing right now. But if you're one of the first people to start putting house furnishings on the market, like, people are gonna buy. That might be a good way to make early money, you know? I'm not worried about it in beta, but like when the game comes out. Take advantage of that. I might do that, but maybe just sell some furnishings that no one else is.
Oh, another guy? Oh, and you guys are flagged also. Oh, I went too far, too close to the build. Alright,
Oh, there's a bow that has a life stealing perk to it. So it heals you as you do damage. I'm still gonna test out the bow a little longer. I'm not giving up yet. I want to give it a full-on test. Where do I pick something up I bought?
I haven't actually bought any. I've crafted stuff, but...
I humbly greet you, Truth Seeker.
Exit.
There's a war board, but I can't look at it. Maybe 'cause I'm not in a faction.
Do I want to pick up a PD plus from a faction? Pick them up if I decide not to. Definitely.
Can't buy anything from the barkeep?
Yeah, I'm actually going to hop off for tonight.
Okay.
I'll be on tomorrow.